Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, and it's time for our usual Mopar Monday. That's why we're back here at Mr. Norm's Grand Spalding Dodge dealership. And I moved it to a new location because we're going to try to remake what we had in Manila when we had it on display a couple years back. I'm going to get another Dodge auto hauler from M2 and load it up with some Chargers or Challengers or something. And then over on the side here, we're going to have a car lot. So I got that graffiti wall there. I'm going to try to get some other backdrops of trees and such. And then the auto hauler will go over here on this side. So that's what we're hoping for. So that's why we moved it to this location. Plus the lighting here may be slightly better too. Not sure. But anyways, today we're focusing on one Mopar, and we do have an added bonus, which is this guy in the showroom. I picked him up last week. That's the Hot Wheels 100% 63 Plymouth of Dick Landy. And I got it to put in the showroom with the Ram Chargers, AWB Coronet, and the two Mr.Norm 64 Dodge Max Wedge cards, because they are probably the founding fathers of like Mopar Performance and Super Stock and such things like that. So that's why I wanted those guys in there. Maybe eventually pick up a Sox and Martin car and put somewhere around here too. But just wanted these four guys in the showroom with these 63 to 65 Super Stock, Pro Stock type cars. Well, Super Stock, it would be in that era. But anyways, we'll take a look at him at last, but we're also looking at the basis of one of these Max Wedge cars today. Picked up an older autoworld 63 Dodge Polara 500 Max Wedge and was really stoked to find this at a reasonable price, because these things are going for a lot of money nowadays. I couldn't believe it. And I was in the Philippines and I missed out on getting these. At least the wedges. Like, I can find the regular ones with like the regular hubcaps and such for a decent price, but the Max Wedge ones are a little bit hard to find. The ones that were based on like the 426 super stock cars with like the aluminum front ends and aluminum bumpers and so forth. But this is really cool. We are cracking it open and putting it in the dealership. This is when they were still making very limited production Auto Worlds, one of 4,000. Still comes with the collector box, and it has the fun vax. This is the first time Auto World replicates the 1963 Dodge Polara 500. Only 5 Dodge Polara 500 hardtops were produced, or I'm sorry, were ordered with the Max Wedge 426 engine in it. This is, I'm trying to read it, but I'll just kind of wing it. This is number 2 in the Max Wedge registry. So this cream colored one is number 2. And this is ivory is the color and such. So it's like a eggshell white, something like that. Um, so yeah, trying to get it to focus a little better. And the lighting here is not much better. I'm going to try to fix it where videos are not so grainy. That's one thing I had in Manila was great lighting. So here it's not so good. But anyways, you can see it gives you the color code, if you could even read it. There we go. And it is ivory. Well, it was there a second ago. So, and this is version A. I'm not sure what color version B was. So let's get this guy cracked open and look at him. And this is very nicely detailed. Love the stillies with the dog dish hubcaps. I think it's just a piece of rubber, yeah, from the tire. Nice detail on the sides with the trim around the windows, the door handles, wipers, that off beige color interior. Nice detail on the front end. The grill and lights. Metal on metal as always. Nice detail with the tail lights. And let me get the hood popped for you guys. And it has that cross ram on the 426 Wedge. Pretty cool. So the Hemi wasn't available till 64, so they were running these Wedges in 63. Then in 64 they had the Hemi. That's why I think one of Mr. Norm's Superstock cars was a Wedge and one was a Hemi. And in a week or so, I do have the red version and the white version of this coming, which are some of the harder to find. They have the actual scooped hood, the aluminum, like ram air hood on it. So really cool car. Glad to get this one for the dealership. Put him over there in the garage area. As you can see there, put him over there. So let's get this other guy out and take a look at him from Hot Wheels 100%. Really cool piece. As always, the Hot Wheels 100% does not disappoint. True to scale, nice detail. All the side lettering and stuff. Krager wheels. Nice detailed chassis. With full exhaust, but the cheater outlets for open headers. Detailed chassis with the bottom of the engine and transmission. And once again, let's try to zoom in a little. Okay. So as you can see, Dick Landy, dyno tuned. And then opening hood. Engine's a little bit on the small side, but it's not bad. It has the headers on it, cross ram and such. So I think the one on the autoworld is slightly better, because the Wedges were big, wide motors. So autoworld nailed it a little better than Hot Wheels. But the scaling's true on both of them. They look good sitting next to each other. So not disappointed in either one of them. So guys, that's about it for today. And as I said, I'm going to try to do something about the graininess of the videos and such. I'm not too happy with that. I'll zoom back out and we'll try to get that fixed and such. But we'll be back in the middle of the week. We have an autoworld square body I want to unbox for you guys. It's a lowrider. It's from, I think, House of Cars or something like that. It's a limited edition of only a couple thousand. We'll be ripping it open and taking a look at it come Wednesday. So be sure to tune back in for that. Hopefully we'll have some boxes coming in this week of some stock, and we'll be able to show you what we got in stock in the store and what we're adding new to our own personal collection at the dealership and at the old garage. So I appreciate you guys watching and enjoy the start to your week.